it's your girl Nicky Chioma. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a new subscriber, please do not forget to turn on the post notification bell so you get notified each time I make a new video. And if you're an old subscriber, thank you for staying with us and God bless you. Please do not forget to leave a comment on the comment section as I'll be glad to answer your questions. So today we'll be trying out a traditional British meal called the bangers and mash. It's made from sausages and potatoes, and these are like ingredients that you can easily get from anywhere. So from any part of the world you're viewing this video from, you can actually try this out. So the ingredients I'll be using for this meal are my sauces: garlic, rosemary, soy sauce, salt and sugar, and then some pepper and a cube of Maggi, because come on, Africans, we love spicy meal. Then this is my onion, both the white and the red onion, which is my preference. Others decide to either go with the red or white onion, but I decided to use the two because I want my gravy to be bulked up. Then this is like an extra spicy, colorful item I'm adding to this meal. That's the carrot. And these is the green peas. These are my bangers, aka sausages. And then this is my chicken sauce, which I'll be using to make my gravy. And these are my Irish potatoes. Some people would prefer to use sweet potato, whichever you prefer or whichever works for you. It's fine and good. And then my oil. So first of all, what I'll be doing is to boil my potatoes to very soft consistency so that it is easy for me to mash. So I'll just use this pot right here, turn my potatoes in it, get some water. I usually like the water to fill the potatoes, so it kind of like, I'll leave this running because I'll come get more, so that it just cooks for a while and gives me that soft consistency that I want. Okay, so I've added my water to the top to cover the potato. Then I'll add some bit of salt, because you don't want to make a potato that is not tasty. So I'll just go ahead to turn on my gas and let it cook. Sorry. So I've turned on my gas. As you can see, the potato is heating up. So while that is getting ready, I would start out by frying my bangers. So usually you can do this with oil. You can also add I've turned on my gas so that my oil can be heating up. So while it's heating up, because I want it to be at a low heat, you can see how low it is, because I don't want it to get burnt on the surface and not actually go in and get cooked properly. So I'll just add this. So while that is on, I'll go along to add the butter after a while. Then I'll add my rosemary, because I feel these two ingredients kind of like go in and give the sausages a very nice taste, instead of you just having the normal random sausage taste. But this one, it gives it a more cooked and more nice flavor. So I'll just let this fry in here for a while before I'll add my butter and then add my rosemary, and then I'll add a bit of salt, just because I want it to have that taste. So just a sprinkle of salt, that's fine. So like as a secret recipe to prevent this from like blowing up, because like you heard the name of my food, it's called bangers. So I'll just use my fork to like make some holes in it, so that while it's frying, it doesn't get so big to the point of like trying to box or something. So I've done that. See, you can see now it's rising up. So if I didn't do that, it would have just popped too. So just keep cooking. I can choose to add my butter now, but I'll just leave it for some while. I don't want to add it immediately. I'll just leave it to keep frying. Okay, so I'll be going ahead now. Like you can see, it's actually frying very nicely. Yeah, because if I actually had put it on high heat, you'd have noticed that it would have just been getting burnt on the surface, and when I'm about to eat it and I like cut into it, I'll discover that it's not properly cooked. So right now I'm adding my butter.
Yes,
some people prefer to add like iced butter, but it doesn't make. You can use your normal household butter for this. You must not ice it for you to use it. Then I also add my rosemary. Remember I told you it gives me that amazing taste. So I'll just go ahead to add some of my rosemary. I think that's enough. So just allow it fry for a while. Just allow it fry. So while this is frying, yeah, it's frying very nice on low heat. So I'll just check up on my potatoes to see how they are doing. So I usually just use a fork. So if I'm able to dig the fork through it, I just know that it's soft. But my fork is not able to go through it, so that means it still needs to cook some more. So I'll just leave it to continue cooking. Oh, as you can see, my bangers are brown, like they're getting to that deep brown feel. Whoa, the fragrance is something else. So nice. I'm sure I'm gonna love this. So as you can see, that if my camera can actually zoom in very well, you can see that this is actually like cooking well, like it's frying well. It's not getting burnt, it's just frying at a slow and steady pace, and with this it will get in and cook properly. So let's check on my potatoes to see how they are doing. Oh, these are still hard, so we'll just leave it in there. It should keep boiling. I think my bangers are ready to be off. They are ready to be off. So I'll just get a bowl and just leave them in there to dry out while I start out my gravy. So I'll just set this aside and then start my gravy proper. So like I told you, I'll be frying the onion. Yeah, just to stir it a bit. Because I was supposed to use only butter, but because I use butter in frying this, so I feel this oil will also serve me for this purpose instead of me just discarding of it or wasting it. So the next thing I'll do is to add a bit of sugar and salt. Yeah. Then I'm going with my salt just to caramelize it, so it gives me that soft, melting, brownish onion. So I'll just allow this to fry for some more. Yeah, you will see the reason behind adding all of this, adding the butter, the sugar and the salt to this. I think you can even try it with your stew. That's if you don't mind, but if you're diabetic, I wouldn't advise you to do this. So just leave it a bit and then increase the gas, because you know we left it at low heat, so now we actually need the heat. So I'll just increase my gas so this can cook in fast. So we allow that. The fragrance is something else. Like, I wish you were here to perceive the aroma. So nice. So nice. So basically, others would rather prefer to use either the red onion or the white onion. But I prefer to use the mixture of both. Because as you can see now, the gravy I'll make from this will be like kind of like very thick because I've bulked up the onion I'm using. So it depends on what works for you. If one works for you, fine. If cutting it into tiny pieces works for you, fine. If cutting it long works for you, whatever works for you, just use that method. And each of these ingredients I've used here today are things you can access from any part of the world where you are, so they are not difficult to find ingredients. And if you don't have rosemary, you can improvise and use your thyme. They will serve the same purpose. If you don't have your soy sauce, you can always improvise and like use your normal household stuff. So anyone you don't get access to, you just improvise and use anything. Like some of the ingredients here are not basically what I saw from the recipe book I read on how to prepare this. So it's just about, everybody has their own uniqueness, what they tend to like add to the meal to make it theirs and make it like acceptable. So like this was what I brought to the meal, and I also brought the chicken because the recipes I had, they just added stuff, but I just wanted to, like, you know, when you're eating it, you're munching on a bit of meat or something, so I just added this to give me that munch. I cut it into tiny pieces to give me that munching like effect. So it depends on you and whatever works for you. So now you can come see it's beginning to soften, and this is looking beautiful. At this point I feel like I should add more butter, but I'm just holding myself from doing that because I feel there's enough of that in here already. So I'll just make do with what I have here. So just allow it to like marinate a little. Oh, you can see, like, take a look at this. See the brownish. This is so soft, and the fragrance is something else. So I'll just leave this because you can see some tiny bits that are not yet properly cooked. So I'll just try and reduce the heat a bit while it's doing that, so I can now go on to attend to my potatoes. So now I'll be dishing this out to go measure. So I love to use a sieve because it will just get the water off, and I'll just have just my potatoes in there. So I've taken out my potatoes to be mashed. So I'll just add my soy sauce. And I think that's okay. And then add my chicken and the stock to make my gravy. So I'll just stir some more before adding other ingredients. This to cook. Then I'll add my Maggi. I think just the cube is okay. I need to add the whole 2 cubes. Just one. Maggi, why are you doing hide and seek? So I just add one. Then probably add my garlic. And of course, my pepper. Africans love pepper.
Yes, sir.
Because if there's no pepper in this, there's no way I'm going to enjoy this.
You know what time it is.
So I'll just let this cook some more. I don't really need the whole stock to be like that. I'll just let it like dry down a bit. So I'll just leave it to cook. So while it's cooking, I'll be attending to my mesh to like get it to fine. Okay, so I'm done with this. I think I might have overcooked this because now I can't even see the strands of my onion again, but that doesn't make, whatever works for you. So I'll just turn off the gas and then attend to my mesh. So I've already added butter to this, as you can see. I've already added butter to this. So I'll just add a bit bit of milk. So it doesn't matter how much or how little, but because I'm lactose intolerant, I would just love to add a little bit of milk. So I'll stir, make sure it mixes evenly. So this is going to like give me that shiny, yummy look, making this very attractive to eat. As you can see this. Wow, this is so smooth and even. So whatever you use to do your mesh is fine, but the secret of it is, if you actually cook it very well, it's not a big deal to, like, even your hand or your toner or any stuff you use can actually mesh this very well. So I'll still keep stirring. Okay, so now we're done. So I've like gotten, you can get any shape of your mesh. So I got this shape and then this shape. So you can use anything to like mold it into the shape you want. So I'll just place this and this on this and then this on this. I've also sprinkled a bit of rosemary on it. So I'll dish the sauce on top of this. Just get a bit of the water, drip filling. This is looking very, very attractive. Okay, so when I'm done with this, this looks beautiful. I'll add whatever works for you. You can decide to put it on top or just put it by the side. But I think I dig the side. So I have my peas by the side. Sorry, I'm not a fashion designer, so I'm just using my instincts. I'm trying to be creative. I should go to fashion design school. So I just add this. As much as you want, you can just mix, because I did some little, I did some chops big, so whatever works for you. So you just, same way too, just bulk up this area. Just play with it. This is enough. So this is it, your homemade bangers and mesh with green peas and carrots, ready to be munched.
Yes, sir.
So join me at the dining table where I taste and tell you what it feels like. This is actually my first time trying out this meal, and I hope I would enjoy it, because once I do, it's going to be like a frequent meal in my house. So subsequently, I'll be trying out different dishes, different British traditional dishes, to find out which actually works best for me. And once I get those ones I'm comfortable with, then I'm going to comfortably transition from eating African meal to British meal, because I bet you African meals are very, very expensive here in the UK. For you to cook a pot of soup, a Nigerian soup here in the UK, it's quite expensive. But if I tell you that all of what I used in making this didn't exceed 15 pounds, then you would probably say, oh, how come? But if it was an African meal I was making, it would have been much more expensive than this. So I would actually love to give it a try. And being that it's made from very healthy, nutritious, like you can see, carrot is here, fruit, peas is here, like it's Irish potato is here. So it's kind of a healthy meal and an easy to prepare meal that anyone anywhere can actually make, and it will still turn out right. The most important thing is what you want and what you look out for in the meal. So once you get that thing you're looking out for, just go with it. Like I had to add some things that I didn't see others add, because that's what will make me feel comfortable actually having this meal. So whatever you want to add, I know some people might want to add things like crayfish, stuff, all these are local spices. It's fine, you can go ahead and add. It will still be the traditional British meal, because you are trying to transition from eating African to like having regular British meal. So you are allowed to like spice it up until you become very comfortable eating the real British meal. So let's go to the dining and see how this goes. Thank you. So we're at the dining table. We mixed feelings.
Yes, sir.
But one thing, you believe me, I'm not going to be a liar. If it's not nice, I'm going to clearly tell you that it's not nice. But first of all, let me start by telling you why I think I may not like this food. Starters, I don't like onion. So now you will now ask, why did you not go and make an onion gravy? Because I was thinking maybe with all the condiments and stuff, blah 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 that I will put, that maybe something might make me to want to like onion. So let's just give it a try and see how it goes. Whew. Okay, so let's see. Okay. It's nice.
Yes,
I'm not lying to
sir.
you. This is a bone. It's actually nice. I'm not lying to you. It's nice. It's nice. Like, this is very nice. Okay, I think my misconceptions about onions has actually been debunked, because this actually tastes nice. So I don't know if it's because of the butter and the sugar and the salt we added, but I don't feel that onion taste that makes me not like onion. I don't feel it. Instead, what I feel is like something different. Like, you know the way when you make a gravy, like when you make gravy, you can't actually pick the taste of one particular ingredient, but everything just mixed together and gives you that nice taste. That's how I feel. So I can't actually pinpoint the taste of the onion here, because the mesh combined with the banger and the sauce actually like gives you a nice feel. Like, so guys, try this. Try this. If you're in Nigeria, you're in Ghana, wherever you are, please try this. You will love it. I'm telling you, you would love it. Nice.
Yes, sir.
So this is me saying bye bye to noodles, bye bye to everyday rice and stew, bye bye to gari and soup, because I have found bangers and mesh, and this is actually going to be a recipe in my kitchen. It's going to be a meal. It might not be every day, but it's going to be a regular meal in my kitchen. Thank you guys for staying with me till this point, and I hope you are able to try this. And if you need any questions or tips on how to make this, please feel free to put your questions or your comments in the comment section, and I will head out there and answer you. If you're also looking out for ingredients you could use for this, I'll put it in the list of the description box, and you also get them there. So thank you guys, have a wonderful evening. I love you all. Bye bye.